Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a while. You're at the Messenger Studios, and today in studio I've got Mr. Jim Bradford for the Knox update. I'm glad to have you. I hope you tune in and listen up. You know, there's a lot going on at Fort Knox right now, Jim.
No, I would not know that. Really?
Well, and the sad part is you know it, and you're not getting paid for it. So.
Well, that's how the game's played sometimes. So it's definitely a little crazy all around, but we're hanging in there. We're doing okay.
Well, and your position obviously is what they call a critical position. So even in these situations, it's like I still have to report for duty. I don't get an alibi because the Army has to keep rolling along. No pun intended, but that's I think where the song comes from.
Sure. No, absolutely. It depends on the function and and what you do in support of Fort Knox, but what you do in support of the Army, it has nothing to do with the personality, for sure. So, fire department, law enforcement, safety people, people that are supporting ranges in the airfield, they're at work, and a budgeteer or a manpower or an HR person. Hey, I appreciate it, but
sure.
I need you to go home for a few days. Of course, that few days has lasted a little bit more than a couple of weeks now, so we're all waiting like everybody else.
Yeah, well, I want to say thank you for your service, because I know that commitment extends beyond just a paycheck. It's service and dedication to our nation and its security, so thank you for that. So with that, all the furloughs and everything that's going on, can you talk to us a little bit about how that is impacting current operations at Fort Knox and the things that, if you're not on Fort Knox and working on Fort Knox, what you can expect to receive the services or not receive the services?
Yeah, so the first thing what I would say is if you have any questions or any doubts, what I would recommend is that you go to the official Fort Knox Facebook page. That is where we are constantly updating whether something is open, something is closed, but more importantly, whether or not it's restricted. So we may have 2 people in the office instead of 4. Mm-hmm. I think for most of us that don't work on Fort Knox but utilize Fort Knox for our medical support, pharmacy, commissary, things of that nature, all of those things are open. Mm-hmm. They may be limited because of supplies that are coming in, but they're open. Much like kind of the 6 months and beyond after COVID. Kind of think of that, right? So, again, you can buy groceries at the commissary. You can go to the PX. You can get your medication refilled at the thing. If you're a VA and you're utilizing the VA for medical, or Ireland if you're a dependent, all of that stuff is open. ID cards, things of that nature. But if you're going to try to update something in retirement services within DHR, well, that's restricted.
You're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
You're going to be in a little bit of that. Soldiers that are training, fully supported. Airfield, military movement going on, fully supported. Probably kind of like your house at times. If you need something repaired in a facility, unless it's life, health, or safety, we're going to say, I can't do it. So those are the aspects of that are impacted on a day-to-day.
So nowhere to shut your water off and everything else.
That's right. Now, if you're living in housing, our Knox Hills partner is not part of the government appropriation, and they're going to they're going to fully support. But you're right. If the toilet on the second floor of the administration building clogs up, for example, we're going to say, hey, well, go to the first floor, go to the third floor. We'll get to it after
shut the water
after we get some money. That's just kind of how we have to play it. Runs kind of like a house sometimes.
So obviously they've been announcing in the news nationally and stuff that soldiers will get paid for the
They did get paid. Yep.
So they've gotten paid, and that was just money moved around, different colors of money. We've talked about that on numerous opportunities. Obviously the big question is are you hearing anything about when we would possibly open back up? And stuff, and how does that look?
Yeah. So what I would tell you is we are intricately linked to our senator's office. Of course, that's where the debate is at. So while we're closely tied and partnered with Congressman Guthrie that represents Fort Knox, it's really out of his hands. It's with Senator Paul and Senator McConnell, and you know, I can't say we have them on speed dial, but we are doing active communication back and forth. There's a big, huge vote tonight, this afternoon, actually, that's ongoing right now in regards to the FY26 National Defense Authorization Act.
Sure.
We're watching that closely. In many cases, we're a pedestrian and someone in the crowd watching it, just like everybody else is. But that's important for us. At some point, this thing is going to end, and that's really the authorization, the appropriation that takes us through the rest of, through FY26. Our civilian professionals, I'm one of them. We got a partial paycheck this week. Anything helps. Sure. That was money or time that we worked up to 30 September. So that was a little bit of a relief. And for all of our civilian professionals and our DoD contractors, we are communicating with them toward any type of financial assistance that we can have. We're in great partnership and communication with our local banks, our armed services banks. Clearly, we're not that with Chase and Bank of America, but USAA, Abound, Magnolia, West Banco, Meade County Credit Union, you name it in this area.
Well, even the Star Card, you could use it as commissary with interest-free if you need to buy groceries.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And between USA Cares, Red Cross, AER, anything that we can do from our employee assistance channels, and we're communicating that across our community, we're here to help. We're thinking about doing something next Friday on the 24th, maybe as an opportunity to just kind of, hey, we're going to bring everybody together, and if you that are furloughed have a particular question in regards to banking or financial services or loans or grants, then we have everybody in a room, and you can do that, one-to-one private, conversation. So we're doing community events. Some areas we've had to cancel. So, for example, if it is MWR recreational oriented, we're open. We're doing that because the nexus is for our service members and families, and folks like me can add on to that. But other activities we've had to cancel. So the Retiree Appreciation Day for next week, the 24th of October, we've had to cancel that. But we're opening up and have opened up for recreational activities like hunting and fishing and golf and other things of that nature. And we're really kind of just taking it week by week because we don't want to get too far forward of ourselves. But we make those decisions on Monday that affect all things throughout the week, and then we try to communicate that through a litany of social media and other command information forums.
So I wanted to let you know that I just got back from the AUSA convention. It was huge. I mean, it was still to the nines. If you don't know, it's the 75th anniversary of AUSA, obviously in the same year of the 250th birthday. So it was very cool. The Miller family was recognized from Fort Knox as our Volunteer Family of the Year out of all the installations. And I thought it was an amazing event. And, of course, they had all these other events that they went to, and then they were continuously just recognized throughout. But I was super honored to get to witness that, nominate them, and just a tremendous amount of service. And we have a tremendous amount of volunteers on Fort Knox.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're in these situations where it's tight because of the furlough, I would tell you that tonight the Warrior Warehouse has their event on Thursday through the weekend, or the dates. You can check them out at the Warrior Warehouse Facebook page. They've got some stuff going on, too, if you need something. They're trying to fill their food coffers up. And
the Red Cross Food Pantry and stuff. So one well-deserved of the Miller family. You know, they do an incredible amount of work and volunteerism and really just, service to the community and stuff through that Red Cross mechanism. But But yeah, you're right. Red Cross, the Warrior Warehouse, is doing a lot of great things. Red Cross on the food pantry side is really doubled down. The commissary and other folks have donated a lot of things to them to help soldiers, veterans, families, in need. We always have an uptick during the holiday. We're not quite into that holiday, even though Home Depot has their Christmas trees up already. But we're getting there. But during this time, we've seen a plus up, and so well deserved to the Miller family.
Is the back gate, Wilson Gate, still open?
So our emergency services is the correct term, accepted. But bottom line is yes, it's open. Yes, they are working. It is still limited gate hours.
Okay.
But it is. I don't have the true number because it's fluctuating so much day to day. But all the commands are up and running.
Good.
They're just kind of limited in staff, and so we wanted to make sure that Wilson remained open primarily for 5th Corps, 100% fully active and operating, but also Human Resources Command, and then other people that work on installation but live on, that part of the county that utilize that gate. So all the gates are open, and we've not really made any cuts in that particular area.
Well, I appreciate your time and coming on. Is there any last-minute thoughts or anything that you want to make sure that we cover before we close out today?
Yeah, I would just say that, again, particularly if you're outside of the normal kind of 15, 20, 25-minute commuting area, please take a look at that Facebook page. Please go to our website, Google Fort Knox, and it's going to come up. Whatever your search engine is, I don't want someone to be driving for an hour thinking, all right, hey, that's going to be open for sure, and then it's not. Or go to the website, get a phone number, and call and just see what the line is, because, again, we could be open but have some restrictions or limitations that's associated with that. But what I would end with is we're going to get through this. Soldiers and their families, units, and readiness is continuing to move forward, and we're fully supporting that. But it's a little tight, a little challenging with a little bit of friction, but we're going to get through it, I guarantee it.
Well, thanks, Mr. Bradford. As always, I appreciate your time and effort, and thanks for the update, folks. Stay tuned for more. We'll keep you posted as time goes on. Obviously, we're waiting on the national side to get these real answers. But,
absolutely.
Sounds like this cyclic has happened before, and we're going to be ready to handle it again.
Yeah, so we'll get through it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.